Hey there guys, Animelting here, and another package has arrived and I'm going to open it up. And I'm really glad this package is here because I was just in the middle of doing my taxes. That's that pile of paper over there with Nutella on top. That's a coping mechanism. Yeah, I don't want to do my taxes, so I want to open up an anime. If you don't like taxes, then you'll love anime. I'm going to do this on a surface. You can see my wondrous shoulder as it holds the package down as I rip open. Okay, it's open now. Alrighty, so these are the September releases of Hanabee. They released these in September. September's already been, but they're still wonderful releases, and I really want to show you this first one because it's from the New World, Part 2. Part 1 I watched in a little under a day, I think, because I got hooked on it and it was amazing. It's about this sort of community. Something happens in like the modern day and the world is transformed forever and people have magical powers. And Part 2, I have been waiting, I think, a couple of months to watch it. I'd say 2. 2 agonizing months. Together at last. I'm probably going to watch the rest of that now. Not now. Not now because I got another thing to get out. I'm going to get the next thing. And it's going to be this thing. This thing here. I probably should have dragged this one out at the same time. There's also a Blu-ray of From the New World. Next one is Cardfight Vanguard. It's about fighting with cards. And it's a Vanguard probably. And Hanabee have done a pretty good job releasing all these. I know it's a really long series. This is episodes 49 to 65. And it's based on a popular trading card game. I know Hanabee released the first part of this series with a starter set. So if you're interested in playing the game, you could have got the part 1 and you would have got a set. But this one is part 4 and it looks like things are kicking off between brown hair guy, blue hair guy and red hair guy. Who could forget him? Well, we've survived this so far, so now it's time for Devil Survivor 2, the animation. My segues aren't so good when it's not seasonal stuff. I really like Devil Survivor 2, the animation, and that is despite a large consensus of the community thinking, no, Devil Survivor 2 is not that good. If you don't know, Devil Survivor 2, the animation, is based off a Shin Megami Tensei game. I might be offending someone who's an Atlas fan out there, but it's a series set about these people who have to stop the end of the world, pretty much. Anyway, on the inside, that looks cool. I don't care if you hate the series or love it, that looks cool. Lastly, for our nuance into anime, I have a bit of a trip to the past. I think the last time I talked about classic anime was Utena, and this is in a very similar vein. It is Princess Knight, and I'm not sure how many people out in the community will have watched this series. Princess Knight came out 60 or so years ago as a manga, and then it was adapted to an anime television series in, it's about almost 50 years ago. And I don't want to dramatize it too much, but this is pretty important. I'll read you the blurb. In the faraway kingdom of Silverland, Princess Sapphire was born. However, she was no ordinary royal. Born with the blue heart of a boy and a pink heart of a girl, she would come to be known as both headstrong and caring. But in order to protect her right to the throne, the king announced her to be a boy. And so begins the adventures of Princess Knight. So yeah, those are the September releases from Hanabee, and you should go check them out if you can. There's a website, a link and stuff and all that. I went to Sydney for the EB Games Expo, which is a big video gaming expo, and I went to that was great. But part of being up in Sydney was I really wanted to go to this bookstore I knew about, and they have a humongous manga section. So naturally I went browsing through it, and I picked up a few titles, including the latest Haruhi Suzumiya, Volume 19, that's the second last one I think. I also bought this one because it's a long time until the next Haganai will be out probably, so I got the Haganai I Don't Have Any Friends Now with 50%. Let's try that again. I bought Haganai I Don't Have Many Friends, we're now with 50% more fail, and it's sort of like a add-on comic with same artist, different writer. It's just a bunch of short stories which add on to the original story. And I enjoyed it, like I enjoy every Haganai manga volume I read. I also bought 2 volumes of a series I've been meaning to finish for a long time, and that's volumes 10 and 11 of Kimi ni Todake, and I've got 12 at home, I hope. And finally, probably the one with the most interesting cover of them all is Genshiken second season, Nidaime, if you want to pronounce it that way, which has Madarame sitting by himself, looking really cool. I love that bookstore. Anyway, thanks for watching my incessant rambling for another month. I hope all your anime and manga are good ones.